Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for One Piece chapter 995. When we last left our heroes, a lot happened. Despite the headway we were making in the fight with Kaido, Kaido used an attack that blew off Kiku's left arm, and then entered back into his human form, to continue the battle. Meanwhile, Luffy continued his quest to reach the top of the Skull Dome to join the fight, where he was joined by Sanji and Jinbei, who are going to try to get him up there. Things still aren't really going well on that front. There's still a lot to go. We met some really, really funny-looking smile users. They're some of the best character designs that come out of this arc. And meanwhile, Queen spread another plague all through the Skull Dome, infecting both beast pirates and samurai, called Ice Oni, that's gonna freeze them and turn them into zombies and then kill them in another hour. Gave the antidote to Scratchman Apoo, leading a huge charge to try to capture Apoo. And meanwhile, Yamato revealed himself to Momo and Shinobu to defend the two of them against Sasaki. And I think that's kind of it. A lot in those two chapters. So let's jump right on into chapter 995, Akunoichi's Oath. And our picture here is like Luffy relaxing in a classroom with some animals. Reader requests, Luffy tries to study but gets bored right away by PN walking Mama from Sedagai Ward. So yeah, with Gang Beach's Oh My Family over, we're now back into the more traditional animal covers. Anyway, we open with a clash going on outside the Skull Dome. Stay out of this! Marco! And it's Big Mom versus Marco who are fighting as Marco is gonna do something. As we see, Marco's next line reveals he's not entirely sure what he's here to do. I may not know what my role here is yet, but I know better than any of them the kind of danger you pose. I mean, presumably he's just on the pro-Luffy side, knowing that Big Mom is with Kaido and anti-Luffy. He's fighting her just to, like, get her out of the way. And then we see, is he, like, sucking in Prometheus, the homie? I'm not entirely sure, but Prometheus kind of screams, and it looks like he's being drawn into Marco's flames. Prometheus! And Prometheus screams, "Why am I losing to mere flames?" And Marco tells him, "Phoenix flames have special properties." Alright, that's enough from you. And she, like, grabs Marco by the throat and calls out, "Get him, Perospero!" And Perospero readies a bow. "Right away, Mama." Marco looks up at him. "Sorry about this, Marco. Looks like I'm employing Mama's help to finish you off." Marco looks up at him. "Well, this is great. There were times in the past," this is Perospero again. Oh, we see the full moon. A panel of just the full moon. "There were times in the past when I wanted to kill you more than this. It's all rather and just then, Carrot and who's the mink that looked like Nami but like a dog? I forget her name. You know the one who were coming to kill Perospero in revenge for Marco. In their suit, not Marco. What's his name? Pedro. Coming to kill Perospero in revenge for Pedro's death. Finally arrive and slash at Perospero's face. Moon Raid! And Perospero just stunned. You! And Big Mom, shocked, looks up. Huh? And then recognizes, oh, right, because Carrot did in her Sulong form. Big Mom was there for Carrot's Sulong form at the end of Whole Cake. And she looks up angrily. Not you again! Sulongs! And Marco is just kind of stunned at the sudden development here. And Perospero falls. And I think that's, the ... there is from the Sulongs. Who just kind of stare at him. He's the one who killed Pedro. And Carrot tells her, "That's right. If it weren't for him..." And Perospero yells at them, "That idiot blew himself up! You're taking it out on the wrong man!" But we know that Pedro's death brought us to this battle happening right now. What's that line about? We know that Pedro's death brought us to this battle happening right now. Is that about everything happening in Wano? Because I don't think that's really true. it was specifically the two of them going for Perospero. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but it's kind of what Perospero is trying to deny. It doesn't really work as a refutation at that point. Even if Perospero is completely wrong, that, like, this is very much his fault. Pedro did that to stop him. Anyway, they flash back to Pedro, Pedro's final words of keep moving onward. And then Marco, I think it's Marco, calls out to them, "Who are you?" And Carrot turns to him. "You must be Marco, a friend of the Cat Vipers, yes?" "Yeah, you could say that." "Right, because Nekomamushi was part of the Whitebeard crew with the rest of the retainers, right?" Yeah. And Big Mom, she goes somewhere. I'm not entirely sure if she's headed for the Sulongs or if she's headed for just running away. Big Mom, I think she's headed away. She's going behind Marco, which is not where the Sulongs were. "Ugh, I don't have time for your little personal squabbles. Don't bring them up here on this battlefield. You hash them out." And as she leaves, she says to Marco, "Look, Marco, if you want to kill me, you'll have to do it another time. I don't have the soul weapons to spare on you now." Which seems to be the perfect time for Marco to kill him, but sure, whatever. And the mink, whose name I still cannot remember, Wanda. I just googled Nami-looking mink. Wanda was her name. Duh, I'm dumb. Anyway, Wanda turns to Marco. "Just go, Marco. We'll deal with him." And Perospero, who's still standing, just, bloodied up now, looks up at her. And then they hear coming in from the hall, "Yeah, help me! I'm turning into an Oni!" And Marco turns back to look at whatever's going on over there. And he hears another scream, "Ah!" And Marco just asks himself, what's going on there? And now we come into the performance floor inside the dome. "Hurry, catch Apoo! Miwa ha ha ya ha ya! Don't let him escape!" And Zoro is running up to catch up to Apoo, 720-pound Phoenix! And he slashes at Apoo. It looks like it misses, given that Apoo is not injured in any way from the attack. But it, barely. He lets out a yikes! And some of the Beast Pirates implore him, "We're on your side, Apoo! Come on, give us the antibodies!" And Apoo tells them, "If I do that, I'll die! I can feel the hostility from this entire floor. Thanks a lot, Queen." And one of the other Onis, as he's freezing over, or one of the other Beast Pirates as he's freezing over, "Give me the antibodies. I don't want to die. I'm so cold. Hang on, I'll steal those antibodies for you. Get back here, Apoo." Now even the Beast Pirates are going after Apoo, which is, not good if you're Apoo. And then Apoo kind of turns around for a minute. Scratch, boom, and he lets out some kind of explosive attack. I'm not entirely sure how his attacks work. The little music note implies it's a musical thing, but I'm not entirely sure what he did. Anyway, a bunch of the Beast Pirates chasing him all, go up in the explosion. Ah! And then Apoo continues running as he sees Zoro and X Drake chasing after him. And Zoro just tells him, "Give it." And we see Drake is also Drake is also really angry at him, and Apoo is kind of scared at the two of them. And Apoo is barely able to hold off the initial attack on the two of them. And Apoo tries to reason, Wait, you can't team up on me at the same time?" And Apoo deflects another attack, and Zoro tells him, "I just want to get up there and help Kinemon. All the time I spend fighting you is just a delay." And Drake is just, "And I've always hated you," as he morphs into his dino form. And Apoo glares at him, and strikes back, "The feeling's mutual, idiot." And then we see Queen, who is, angrily, chomping on a cigar. "Curse you, Drake. The moment we exposed your ruse, you showed your true hide. And that other guy's Roronoa Zoro, huh? Always best to take out the number 2s and 3s quickly. And they've got Judge's son among their group, too. Vinsmoke Judge." Speaking of, where is Sanji? Um, I'm also kind of curious of why Queen, in that judges said among their group Vinsmoke Judge, why he doesn't say Vinsmoke Sanji there? Like it sounds like Judge's son, Vinsmoke Sanji, is kind of what he's getting at. Like he knows that Judge is a Vinsmoke, and the name Vinsmoke only matters because of Judge. I don't know. That's probably a really minor thing to get hung up on. But anyway, Drake and Zoro are clashing with Apoo, and I'm guessing on the next page we're gonna go see Sanji. Or not. We check in on the larger fight with the Onis. As we see Brook and Chopper and Robin's with them too, I think, as they're increasingly surrounded by the Ice Onis. It looks like Brook was touched. I thought I was going to turn into an Oni, but look at me, I'm just fine. Way to go, Brook, you're the only one who can stop this. Which means that even if everyone turns into an Oni, besides like Brook and Apoo, Brook could be like a last-ditch effort to get the antibodies. And then Chopper tells him, "Yeah, that's good. It's because you don't have any skin or blood or warmth. You're basically a corpse to begin with." Then I think this is the earlier scratch boom that Apoo let out. Because we see the screams again, which don't really make sense if he's like mid-fight with Zoro and Drake. Like, which of them would be screaming like that? They would both be able to withstand it pretty well, I think. So I think this is like a minute or two before where we were on the last page. And Brook takes in the news. That's rather shocking, but it means I'm invincible. And Chopper continues, "The virus spreads because the body gets chilled. But is that possible from the inside? Could it be that this virus is..." And then Robin calls out, "Chopper, your arm!" "Huh? Ah! Oh," and he's infected with the ice. "Oh crap, I didn't realize." And Brook, "No, Chopper's going to die." And that's bad. Because, like, Chopper is the only one with the medical know-how to make the vaccine. So if Chopper dies, if Chopper is infected, fully turned into the Oni, what can he do, really? Like, this is really, really bad. And then I think we move on to Usopp and Nami versus Ulti and Page One, or at least just Ulti. Special attack, Green Star. Huh? And Ulti is confused at that. Devil, as Usopp's weapon turns into a plant that catches Ulti. Eek! Help me, Pepe! And Usopp, who's looking kind of worse for wear. He's like lost a tooth, bloodied up. I don't think he was that bloodied up before the start of this fight. Yes, got her. Now melt her down. Oh, it was like a Venus flytrap. It was gonna like slowly dissolve her. But Page One, in his smile form, which is this kind of dragon thing that I think we've seen before, but I don't really remember exactly. Either way, it bites through the stem of the plant, which seemingly frees Ulti. And Page One tells her, "You can escape on your own." And then yeah, the devil kind of fades away, and Usopp screams, "No, devil! Damn it, take this! Bamboo javelin!" And he does some more of his slingshots. That I think are now raining down as bamboo, but it doesn't really seem to affect Ulti and Page One very well. What a stupid waste of time. Yeah, Page One just very easily, or not Page One, Ulti very easily dodges them all. And Usopp is shocked. "What? Ulti? Not again? Mortar!" And she just headbutts Usopp. We see his skull crack, which is not great for Usopp right now. Yeah, I don't know. And we see Nami's just like lying on the ground, also beat up, but still conscious as she's like trembling. "Usopp!" And just then, like a chicken leg looking thing, steps down in front of Nami, Is that Page One's leg, maybe? 'Cause like, Ulti has, like, human legs. I forget what exactly was going on with I don't know if we've seen who's form. So it might be him. I don't know. And then this might be somewhere else on the battlefield. This might still be Nami. This is very much one of those chapters where, like, we're just checking in on everyone. Hey, woman. And I think that's Nami. Don't kill me. I've lost. I surrender. Oh, no, that is Ulti who comes up to her. That's obvious. Now speak. I'm on a short fuse. You know why? Because your captain said to Master Kaido that he would be the king of the pirates. And Nami kind of deflects. I'm sorry. He's an idiot. Please, no more headbutts. I swear we'll leave the island. Nami is just kind of kowtowing. Which is, honestly, not a side of Nami I'm a big fan of. Also, the chicken leg is what Ulti's legs look like, which I never really noticed. For some reason I thought I think Page One is kind of a centaur vibe, or is that one of the two of them are a centaur vibe? Not sure which. Which is what happens when the Toby Roppo were so thinly sketched that I barely know anything about them. Anyway. So yeah, Ulti has picked up Nami. I actually never really had a sense of how large Ulti is. Because, like, Nami is very small in comparison. Like, she's not exactly Kaido-sized, but she is very large. If you hit me one more time, I'm going to die! And then, Ulti snaps. Then say it! Say, my captain will never be king of the pirates! And Nami, tearing. Okay, I'll say it. Luffy will never... And we see Luffy running through the dome with Sanji and Jinbei still behind him. And Usopp thinks, that's it, Nami. Just lie to her. The wrong word will be the end of your life, after we made it all this way. And then she continues, stop until he's king of the pirates. There's a good there's a great moment. Alright. Nami's still her full faith in Luffy. That's fucking great. And that pisses Ulti off. Huh? So you want to do it that way, then? Then die! And Usopp calls, you idiot, Nami! Get out of there! And Nami just still through her tears, but it's true! And then we hear someone come in, hey! Oh, Nami! And is that fucking Tama? Get her, Komachio! And Tama's like dog-looking thing bites into Ulti's head. And Usopp, huh? Is that? And Nami screams, oh, Tama, what are you doing here? And then I think that last line goes to Page One and just asks, a dog? Next chapter hits November 20th. Okay. So this was I feel like at this point in the raid, One Piece chapters can be divided into one of two categories. Either a focused chapter, where the chapter focuses on one, maybe two of the various plot threads running through the raid, or maybe like an overview chapter is a good title for it, where we just see where everyone is. And in my opinion, the focus chapters are much better, and this is definitely an overview chapter. You know, we get Marco and the Sulongs with Big Mom and Perospero. We get Zoro and Drake as they start their fight with Apoo. We see Chopper's infection. We see Nami and Usopp, and now Tama with Ulti and Page One. We see a lot of different sides of the story. Different things going on in the raid, and I think that does kind of make it so where it seems like less happens than actually does. Which is something that the raid has been doing for kind of its entire run. Which I've always been of the opinion is not as good as it could be. That being said, for an overview chapter, it's a very good overview chapter. As someone who's not a fan of overview chapters in general, this is a much better one than the average. That's mainly because we see at least two of those plot lines get a very long staying time. Like the first 6 or 7 pages are dedicated to Big Mom and that whole thing, and the last 6 or 7 pages are dedicated to to Nami and Usopp storyline, which I think might be the most continuous time we've given to Usopp or Nami since the raid started. They've kind of been shafted through this whole fight. But yeah, what we do get is still pretty good. We get the return of Wanda. We get Wanda and Carrot's at long last arrival to the battlefield with Big Mom as they start their revenge on Perospero. Big Mom leaves while Wanda, Carrot, and Perospero all stay, which makes it seem like that fight will go on a good bit longer, as they want to kill Perospero for what happened to Pedro, and Perospero wants to not die. Marco is Big Mom is left, which makes Marco kind of a wild card in this scene, given that I don't know what he'll do. I think it's 50-50. He stays with the Sulongs to fight Perospero, or he goes to find out what's going on with the Onis, especially given that his last line is what's going on there, kind of implies that that's where his focus is, that's where he's going to go. So yeah, we'll see what comes of Marco next time. Like I kind of said in the past, I'm not a big fan of any of the Whitebeards. I feel like we just don't know them very well. So I could kind of give or take Marco. But anyway, then we have Apoo and Zoro and Drake, which is setting up, while the last chapter set up the two of them chasing him, and an earlier chapter showcased the two of them, almost fighting him earlier and then stopping fighting him and then fighting him again. But it looks like we might have a bit more of a focused chapter on the two of them, on the three of them, as they try to fight for the antibody. Chopper is kind of our shortest story of the week, as he just kind of sees the infection and then we move on. But it also is the one with the most negative consequences, given that no one else, unless there's someone on the Beast Pirates who would be willing to make the antibody for both sides, has the medical know-how, Chopper is kind of it. And if Chopper is infected, we're kind of fucked, right? Or was it just that the antibody would just work? Because I thought it was Chopper needed the antibody to make the medicine. Unless I'm mistaken. I might be mistaken. I don't know. And then we get, like I said, Usopp and Nami's kind of biggest scenes since the Onigashima raid started. As Usopp falls to an ulti mortar, his skull is cracked, which, if this weren't, a cartoon world like One Piece, it would be, very, very bad. Usopp might be fine. He's Usopp, he'll live. But he's definitely out of it for now. But we do get Nami's resolve and her support for Luffy, which is really, really nice. It is good how, I just love how everyone is so confident in Luffy. Even if it risks her life, she's not going to turn her back on him. And so she doesn't. Her defining moment of pride here in her captain almost kills her until Tama shows up. And honestly, I don't know what Tama's going to do. I don't know. Maybe she'll... Tama doesn't have a devil fruit, right? I'm not forgetting a devil fruit that Tama has. She's just a normal child, right? I mean, she has Komachio, which could help. But I'm not sure how well it's going to help once the surprise of her initial attack is gone. But yeah, that's kind of it. We get there's a lot going on here in many, many different scenes. And while I would prefer a more focused chapter, as I've said earlier, this really is a good chapter. One of the better overview chapters we've had in the raid. So that's enough for me right now. So that's all I have to say for this video. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe, or do whatever makes you happy, And remember, your life is your own, okay? Bye!